to wonderfulwoodworking.com. Omer Sherrist here, and what I'd like to do today is introduce you to a hobby that I do. After being 25 years in the cabinet business, retiring, I wanted to still continue working with wood, and this is what I chose to do, is wood toy replicas. And these are very challenging and a lot of fun to make. Very rewarding in the end as to what you can do with these here. These are just a few of my projects here today, just to demonstrate as to what you can do with them. And so in behind here is some of the equipment that you may want to invest in if you are interested in doing this, or maybe you have some of this equipment, I don't know. But this little belt sander here with the sanding disc over here is great for shaping pieces and that, which you do have lots of that. As you can see, there's a lot of little parts and pieces that have to be made up. These are all made up from scratch other than the wheels and doweling. The rest is all made from skill and from equipment and this type of thing. So it can be quite challenging. Also, very useful tool in your operation will be the router. And this router here, I have it so you can install it directly into my work table here on the bench saw, and it works great. And you can, changing your bits, you can make a lot of neat little pieces too that go with that. In the back we have the press drill, we have the band saw, we have the miter saw over here, and here we have the little jigsaw, as well as a bench table, of course. So these are all pretty important actually as you get involved in such a thing like this here. We call them toy replicas, but really they're toy replicas for the adult. They're quite fragile in the sense of the word that, you know, with children, I'm sure you would quickly knock a mirror off, or some of the things that are just too fragile to play with. They're basically meant to put on a shelf and enjoy the looks of it. Where I store all these here is above our kitchen counters in the house. And we just took them all out today to do this here. And my wife said to me, "Boy, it sure looks bare in here." I said, "Well, just for a very temporary time." But I'm just going to show you some of the things here. This project does not have to be an expensive project for you. I'm sure you can see this box of scrap lumber over here. A lot of the pieces for these types of things are made just strictly from scraps. And what I do is I go to our local school here where they have their shop, and I collect pieces of their hardwood that normally would be thrown out. And it works great for that. I've got several boxes here in the shop right now. So it does not have to be expensive material-wise, it just gets expensive time-wise, because if you're going to do a good job, you're going to have to take your time and enjoy it. I've just got some of the ones out here in front of us here, and I might let you know that everything works on these things. Such as this hi-ho here, the boom goes in and out, bucket goes back and forth, this type of thing. Your cylinders all work. It articulates, as you can see, it can turn and do the job just like the real one, and your tracks also turn. It's a little bit slippery here on this table. They don't work all that well, but there you go. But these tracks all turn, the cylinders all work, it articulates in this particular case, very close to the replica of a real working unit. I'm just going to put this one off to the side and bring another one out here. This one is a favorite of mine. This is a high-track Caterpillar, and on the front you'll see the blade works up and down. You can tilt it. Your tracks all operate on this one too. Not very well on this table, but they do turn. You have the ripper on the back here. You can tilt it up, down, this type of thing. And inside you have all your controls and everything. Very close to the real thing once again. And all of these are very close replicas. You can add details to them as you go along if you want to say if you're trying to personalize a specific truck that has certain features on it or whatever, you can add these to your unit as you like. You notice here what I like to do is I like to use different colors of hardwood when I'm doing these, just to accent some of the features of it, and because there's no staining to these here or anything. They're all just clear lacquered in the end, and what you see is due to the types of woods that you've used to do it. Okay, I'm going to just take this one off to the side. We have here a Euclid, and I'm sure that you all are familiar with what a Euclid is for moving dirt, land leveling, building dikes and stuff like that. Anything that you want to move dirt quickly with, you would probably involve a Euclid to do it. Now this one here, once again, like any of the other ones, as you see, your bucket goes up and down on it. The front end articulates, the cylinders all work, and this one here, you have an actual push-off off the back here that actually empties the bucket on there. And in the plans with this particular unit, it was just a buggy, and I decided I want to make this a little more elaborate, so I added a back engine to it to make it a full Euclid, and that's what we have here right now. But you'll also see, like, the front of the bucket here unloads and loads, that type of thing, so it's very close to the real thing once again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring on some of my big daddies here. Can we see all that? I hope so. What this is a replica of a gas tanker. We've got a Kenworth truck on the front end of it. I've added a sleeper to it, which wasn't originally on the plans. We've got some air lines going to the for the air brakes and electrical to the tanker. Everything is detailed as much as what you choose to do with it. And the more I do of these here, the more detailed I like to get with them, because they just look a lot more like the real thing. This particular unit here is 3.5 feet in length. So like, it does take a little room for these units. But I'll tell you what, on top of your kitchen cupboards and that, you've got lots of room to stretch them out, and that it looks great up there. Now, one more big unit that I have here. We'll just give it a load here while we're at it. Any of this heavy equipment is made to fit on this low boy, and take it out to the job, whatever you like. This particular unit here stretches 4.5 feet in length, so it is quite a long unit. But like I say, you can interchange them, put different units on there. The high-ho fits on there. And once again, you can put the Euclid on, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to take out to the job site, that's what this is designed for. Just like the real thing. You have a low boy to haul equipment, and that's what you do with this here. So it works well. And in this one here, you can definitely see the different types of material that I've used in here. And this is walnut, this here, the darker parts. We've got oak on the bed of the trailer, maple here for the engine compartment, and so on. We've got some more walnut back here, same with the top of the truck. This one here I didn't paint the wheels on, but you know, it's by choice. If you choose to, you can see what it looks like if they're painted. And I think I gotta admit that it does look more realistic with the wheels painted. So anyway, this pretty well gives you an introduction to my hobby. And what I'm going to be doing here I'm going to be doing a series of things, and we're going to get into a bit more detail as actually building these here from a plan. So I hope you'll be around and have a look at this here too, because I think you'll find it quite interesting. Thank you.